your way, no drama involved. But if you feel it's me, if you feel I'm the one, you're gonna need a nigga with for me to see. But as for me, you're the one in my heart. Time will come to the end, I'ma always be right by your side. But as for me, you're the one in my heart. Time will come to the end, I'ma always be right by your side. I know you're the one. I know our time will come. I feel it in my heart. I see you in my dreams. I keep you in my prayers. That's for me. To
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It is the Clatter of Clans. It's season 25. It is the grand finals, day one, and it is your boy Priest on the mic. And as you can see, I'm rocking my limited edition Unsullied Army, partnering with Wacky Tales. You already know Unsullied Army. Data up. Wait, which angle is this? Yeah, data up in the house. Wacky Tales in the house. I've been going to gym, so that's why like this thing is thick. I've been going to the gym, so that type shit. But it's been amazing so far. I did a little bit of the semifinals, I think. But now we are in the finals. 16 teams battling for it, and I'm super excited. I want to see who's gonna come out on top and who's gonna, sit at the bottom because it's just part of the story. It's just really about that life. But enough about me. Let's go straight into the action and let us see who is going to be crowned this season's champion. Remember, I think last season was Ecstasy, right? Right? Someone should tell me in the chat. Who won COC season 24? It was Ecstasy, right? But were they Ecstasy then though? Well, I don't know. But we're about to find out. And speaking of Ecstasy, it looks like they will be getting caught out here. There's drama. There's fire on the mountain. We'll be taking a little bit of a breather here. We'll be getting caught out as well. And there will be some benevolence. And there is some questions and answers about, who's coming out on top, who's going to do the right thing, all that good stuff. Yeah, we've heard all that one before. We know what is required of who. So now we really looking to get things up into a different type of introspective. Could be some questions and answers over. But is all part of the experience. I am still setting this up though to look proper, but all eyes on the prize here. There could be some thought processes coming through. But yeah, we will see for ourselves. But as it stands, we've got 14 teams in the card. It looks like OP SWAT will be on the receiving end of something diabolical. The bullets already flying their way. Not necessarily not necessarily the way they wanted to start the game though. But they would think about it circling back. We are about to see something very interesting here. Looks like is this Mad Monkeys? I think it is Mad Monkeys. Yeah, I think it is Mad Monkeys, and I think it is I will be keeping my eyes peeled though. Looks like a Dark Knight also on the receiving end of something over to that northwestern side. Not necessarily the way I was expecting the game to go off though, but we've seen something go on here. 305. Right. don't know. So we send back into the lobby. .305. I'm not sure they are enjoying this though. I'm pretty sure they're not. Fox is going to be the victim here as well. As Sue will get a pop on him also. Again, not necessarily the best way for 305 to kick off the game at all. That will be another one biting the dust. Fox not as witty as he thought. Rizzo on the other side, probably with an idea. Going to close this out, and more shots again. Immediately the DBS will crack, and Devil will be sent back to the depths of hell, courtesy of Rizzo. And Dark Knights on the front lines, doing everything right. It's a very solid game, you know, the way they've started. So really nicely, not too crazy. Too far-fetched either. Something they never tried before. They did lose Abubakar in that exchange, but that will not be stopping them at all. So we are down to 12 teams. Again, relatively very early, but we'll take a look. It is Gen Z V3 and Ecstasy all sent back into the lobby. That is 3 teams already on their way back to where they came from. And I know, you know, it's the Clash of Clans. Everything is going to be a little bit more tricky going forward. But again, it's nothing we've never seen. You know, it's nothing out of the ordinary. There is a lot of communication that these teams have been able to bring together. It looks like Persecutors and Neon Rising trading blows. I'm not sure where. I was expecting this to happen all the way to down the southwestern side, but it looks like that is where it's going down. Mornax has been dropped off. It's down to more Steez. The last one, Neon Rising, is getting the pickup on his falling comrade. Preyboy is also making his way through. More Chicks has been knocked away there. Can he get him picked up? He does get the pickup. Goes into the I don't know why. I don't know why he took that long. I don't know why he didn't get into the car, but he did not escape the bullets. That's and that's going to be the end of the road for Neon Rising again. I'm not sure what they were doing there. I'm not sure what the plan was, but I can tell you that the plan failed. That is what I can tell you. The plan failed, and it failed woefully. Neon Rising going out again. Another Nigerian team back in the trenches. And I think it's only Dark Knights. That's the only Nigerian team left. So the shoulders of Nigeria, they're the only ones carrying it. They're in a good spot towards that northern side. It's a very good spot. We'll find out how they can potentially keep it. Perhaps will be enjoyed. But the play zone is a big factor. How the rotations are coming to pass again. We have seen more interesting turnouts here. Looks like Dark Knights are going to be on the receiving end of some chaotic blows as well. 77 and 2 have been knocked away. And there are 4 eliminations, and there's all left to Rizzo. So matter of seeing how far he can survive. His teammates are getting caught out from all the way across. I'm not sure Pain are going to commit all of their bodies to this. Don't see that happening though. The smokes will be coming out, but level 3. It looks like he's going to go for that finish, but that is an unfortunate turn of events for Dark Knights. Because the smokes, on the other hand, up to Eclectic. I don't know why that was his plan though. Go prone, my guy. Why don't you just go prone, man? Or pop the smoke, bruh? Like, Jesus. Nah, bruh. Come on, man. We've been playing this game a long time, bruh. Like, come on, man. Why don't you just go prone, dog? Jeez. Just go prone behind a rock. Worst case scenario, just go prone behind the rock, man. I expected much better there, but I'm guessing that is all the Nigerian teams. The first 3 teams out in the lobby. First, right? Or is it first 4? All Nigerian teams all sent back into the lobby. Unfortunate scenario. But it's all part of the journey. The journey, the end of the journey is also part of the journey, and their journey has come to an end. And there is a stopgap between the teams that are currently sitting in the box here. The play zone has circled up quite nicely, I might add. Putting things into a different kind of perspective, if you ask me. Again, it makes things very, very difficult. And a little bit of an interesting cutout, but Cartel are in a very, very solid position. I think they have eyes on Pain over to the south. Over to the north as well. Pain are in a very interesting split. They are playing it diamond formation. You can see them just sitting quite in a diamond-like shape. Borny just by the edge of the water there, keeping his eye on boot camp and the area surrounding. Again, most of the teams are coming in from the south, so there will be more engagements in that southern side going forward. It's not a matter if that is going to be the case before the teams actually decide to lock in for the final third. But Persecutors are going to think long and hard before this one goes out of style, And they are going to stay locked in regardless. When I think about this one, as they are putting all of their resources shot there from Prey Boy. Make sure he did not like that. But it really boils down to being proactive. In this early stage of the tournament, you just gotta be proactive. You just gotta decide for yourself if that's how you want to, if that's how you want to see it. All angles being quite comfortable. They do love to play out of defensive positions, compounds and the likes. Play zone shrinks a little bit. Centering up nicely, Pain and Cartel looking very good. TERRORSIX and Persecutors, only one can survive from this area. They will play a little bit closer to the vest, but there will be consequences, there will be repercussions for these decisions. And they are going to cast a little more than one would like. A couple more bullets rain through. They do have their sights on the bridge, but it doesn't look like they want to commit to the bridge either. They will keep your sights on as well onto the other side. A couple of rotations could change things there. Camp Alpha is empty, but of course being in Camp Alpha is not necessarily the most ideal thing. Big moves, big decisions for Persecutors. I think I saw them, Ravage was the one that got that chicken dinner in the semi-finals to put the team through. It was an amazing performance. Somebody's name here is Super Nigga. My goodness, man. I mean, the games just get more creative by the second. You can't even be mad, bro. But I think they are trying to hold the Western Front all by themselves. It's a good rotation. It's a good area to hold. But it looks like Pain will set their sights now onto the guys from OP SWAT. And they will be taking that one over to the other side. First dropped again to follow through. Venom with a sideline and an interesting position. OP SWAT now under siege. Pain crashing into the building. Venom is the one that rains the bullets and sinks inside. Pawnee's there to close the final drop into the left-hand side. Switching to the DBS. Pump fake. And the first shot. Tries to clock it through. Tinder. The last one left. And a beautiful Molotov just at the entrance of the door to deter the opposition. Jump shot again. Tries the right-hand side. The Molotov still keeping the rest of the guys from Pain at bay. Gets the first drop again. But unfortunately, he's trying to hold it through. The DBS in corner. And he does get the drop. But fortunately for him, Amo was there to save the day. 6 eliminations for Pain. And OP SWAT will feel the pain. Persecutors now will continue their onslaught over to that western side. Cartel now setting the sides as well. And more bullets over to that hillside position. They will send some more shots as well to close that gap between them. And reduce the sidelines, reduce the positions that they've been able to incur going forwards, but they do have a lot of places to cover. Persecutors under siege again, and a couple of our teams playing on that western front. The southwestern side looks preoccupied. Can they find a way through though? TERRORSIX still looking very comfortable in their defensive line. They are holding this entire compound by the scruff of the neck. Persecutors, can they persecute the opposition? TERRORSIX have done everything right. Ego also trying their best to make something out of this here tactical team. Over just up north to the position that they've already secured for themselves, but the play zone has shrunk even nicer, and Pain will be the team that will be blessed. And as slow as they have made it through, Mad Monkeys are comfortably gliding through that play zone, but they are moving from inside of boot camp. It is going to be a very hard rotation. They've got 30 seconds on the clock. Tactical team now setting their own sights across and sending some bullets towards guys from Ego. Deeper will not be advancing any further. He goes out to the play zone and he will be getting swept away as well. Well, could be their cup of tea though. They will think long and hard about whatever decision they want to make, about whatever corner of the zone they want to orchestrate out of. Looks like ZEUS are enjoying the position that they've got. Fabian gets the drop on Floki. And Persecutors will lose out here, but this is a very dangerous position that Error has found himself in. If he has teammates in the area, now would be a good time to strike. ZEUS going for the pickup. I believe that's Logic on the ground there. They do seem to get an angle through. And that's going to be good night for him, but will they be able to make their way across without getting spotted? Mendo gets spotted as well. Ego will close that gap and reduce yet another number of tactical team. They're up to 2 now, but can they circle back? Badman trying to circle through and find a way into the zone, but it would be ideal for them to make this way through. Logic will get the drop on tactical team again. They will be suffering the consequences of misdemeanor, as Logic will get a drop again. Paradox has been picked up, and again he falls down for the second time. Prey Boy and the Persecutors continuously sending those persecuting bullets all the way across. Another one will bite the dust. ZEUS in trouble now. The play zone hot on their heels, hot on the takes, and he's taking more hits, and he might be getting dropped away. The play zone is already here. And I do not see ZEUS surviving this one. Fabian is on the other side. Can he circle through? Can he find a way around? ZEUS getting caught out. Paradox and Logic, 2 victims getting caught out. Again, I was expecting Fabian to at least apply some pressure to the Persecutors to stop them from dealing damage to his teammates, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case. He will be last one left, and he makes the advance. He will be spotted by Pain if he's not careful enough to open angles here, but man, body again on the other side doesn't connect. He will be swept away by A33. And that is a beautiful position from Pain. They're doing everything perfectly now. 7 eliminations. They've not lost a single body yet. And things could go from good to better for Pain right now. Left-hand side is looking very treacherous. But they do have every single corner at bay. Cartel. They found themselves down. Madman is spotted and he will be going out back into the lobby, courtesy of Pain. Cartel have 5 eliminations and a little bit of the high ground position and the hillside working for them. But can they see this through? It's going to be a hard nut to crack. It's going to be a hard position to make through, but Fabian will be going out and sent back into the lobby with the M4, courtesy of ZEUS. And Cartel doing everything they have to. 3 trying to find a way into the zone. They may have just found something. Xerox will go to the other side. Ravage gets the drop as well on tactical team, but a trade-off is good. And Stone as well gets him even into a much more problematic predicament. Not sure if Cartel have a way down though. If they don't have a way down, this is going to be absolutely diabolical for them. They do not look like they will see this through. They don't find a way inside of the zone. Play zone is not favorable for them going forward. He takes a little bit of damage here and Pain on the ground floor. More bullets, more hits going over. Prey Boy will say his final prayer as he goes back into the lobby. So 4 versus 4 now. Cartel versus Pain. Venom, the first victim by stress. And what a stressful time it is for Pain right now. On the ground floor. Skill Boy over to the underside. Will get the drop on him. 3 trying to circle back and he might be getting dropped off. He is. Akinu, beautiful with a drop. Another spray. Gets him dropped away and Skill Boy is the one on the ground floor. Going for the pickups and going for the flush immediately as well. He circles back into the open corner as he almost gets swept away. Stress falls to his death as he gets knocked away there. Trouble for Cartel. As Stress cannot be picked up. This is a potential for plays off into the back end. The first chicken dinner of the night. Who's gonna take it though? I mean, it is still very evenly spread out, but I think he can be getting picked up over to the other side. Skills Boy's gonna try again. He's gonna try to stay locked in. There is a lot of resources going down the drain here. Borny and Amoy working hand in hand here. The play zone is ultimately going to be the deciding factor, but take a look at that. Surely he will not see the end of the road there as he also will be knocked away. And that will be the end of the story as Skill Boy will burn him at the stake. And Pain surely slumming it out to Cartel, but unfortunately Xerox did up before the eats out and he will try out straight up into the corner and Bonnie gets the second drop, gets the third drop as well. Pain will feel the pain. Oh my goodness, I can feel the pain. What a finish. Bonnie born from the ashes. Pain Africa will make the cartel feel the pain and tell them this is not Mexico, this is not Spain, this is the Clatter of Clans, the grand finals, and Bonnie is the one who knocks on the door. Pain Africa will take the chicken dinner in extremely malignant fashion. And I believe that is 14. Cartel in second place with 8. Ravage and the rest of the guys from Persecutors in third place with 11 as well. Tactical team in fourth with 3. ZEUS in fifth with 2. Ego in 6th with 3. Mad Monkeys in 7th with 4. TERRORSIX in 8th. Ren in 9th with 1. OP SWAT in 10th with 5, Dark Knight in 11th with 4, Neon Rising in 12th, 305 in 13th with 1, Genz in 14th with 4, V3 in 15th, and Ecstasy in 16th with 1. Yo. I mean, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Clatter of Clans, the season 25 is PUBG Mobile Action at its finals, brought to you by Unsullied Army and Dataup and Wacky Tales and Clatter of Clans and all the sponsors and partners. We're active still. We don't stop. We're locked in. We're locked in. I hope you're locked in with me. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 is done and dusted. We've still got 3 more games and 3 more maps. And we'll stay strapped as well and see through up onto the final third. We'll be right back after the break to give you guys more action from the Clatter of Clans. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is the Clatter of Clans season 25, and the vibes are elite. It is still your boy Priest on the mic. Big shout out to all of you in the chat. I see you guys in the chat. We just saw an amazing game through coming through from Pain. I mean, 1v4, absolutely diabolical. Man, that was absolutely diabolical. I can't even lie, man. That was crazy. That was a crazy, crazy way to to start off the grand final. But I'm here for it regardless. I'm all a fan of the chaos that comes through with it. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the action doesn't stop. It doesn't stop for anyone. And I am a big fan of how it runs. So let's go straight into it. This is the Clatter of Clans, and it's match number 2. It is a turnout, major turnout so far we've seen. But who is going to take this game? So let's take a look at the playing path that we've got for ourselves here. And it goes from west, right? Or from east to west. From east to west, a little bit. Yeah, I'll call it east to west. I wouldn't call it southeast, would I? Would I? I think Novo, maybe down to a little bit of that area where ZEUS is to the southeast. But I think this would be more east to west. Cuts right through the middle. It is, you know, it is a Pachinki just right down the middle there. Thoughts and processes, you know, stuff like that. And now the party is up. I wonder who's going to be first blood this time. You know, there's a lot of first blood in the last game. A lot of teams getting thought out in rotation here. They've thought about it consistently about how they want to, you know, make the rest of the game go for them. It does cost a little bit though, if you ask me. Neon Rising are going to be the ones getting caught out here. It's not the way they were expecting things to go at all. More Chicks has been knocked away though. Is more Pain going to come for the pickup? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think more Chicks is getting picked up, right? Yeah, he's cooked. He's not making it to the weekend. He's fried up. TERRORSIX as well with their own sights on the action as it's protruding. Yaros with the first drop as well. I think they did catch someone sleeping. Yeah, sleeping, slipping type. But someone was caught out, I'll tell you that one. Well, we do have a lot of discrepancies here. I think Yasnaya and Yasnaya does have a lot of bodies in the area though. Wonder who is going to take that initiative. So we've got three teams in Yasnaya. We've got Ren, right? We've got Ren, we've got Ecstasy, and I think we've got Tactical Team all together. Danny Brown, the first victim, the first shots raining to his position. And the error is the one on the ground floor here, trying to make his way up. Crusader helps out immediately as well. He gets the first drop on Stone. He's going to be the victim as well. Couple more shots there to bite through. Gets him back in. into the corner as well. To the other side, jump shot, tries again, error, fighting for his life. His teammate on the other floor has been knocked away. He's going to try to circle this through, but now they are on the back foot. The Stone is running for it here, but the pickup will be coming through. I'm not sure if Ecstasy are going to pursue this. Danny Brown will be getting picked up, a trade for a trade, a body for a body. But they are going to think this one through. They're going to think it long and hard if they do want to commit to it, though. Danny Brown has seen the lights flashing. How many positions are being occupied by Tactical Team, though? Are they in a better spot? Would I say they're in a better spot? Ooh.
To first. And I think it's time we talk it out and forget all the fuss. And if it's not me, I'll have to understand, and I'll be out your way. No drama involved, but if you feel it's me, if you feel I'm the one.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Man, I'm not sure what happened there, but it was a little bit of a system issues, but I think we've got it sorted out. I do apologize once again. Did miss some action there, but not sure what. Yeah, so by the look of this, looks like Ecstasy local team, and they come out with 4 eliminations. They did lose 2 bodies there, but they come out with the win. Unfortunately, we did not see it materialize because we did have some technical difficulties, but the game must go on. The show must go on. And now take a look at that zone. Moves in to the western side. A little bit of his thoughts for most of these teams. Ren, I think they are trying to play it a little bit towards the center side. 305 towards the west. Also in the western side will be TERRORSIX with their own objectives and their own agenda. Still have a Dark Knights, I think. Yeah, we still got Dark Knights, and I believe Neon Rising somewhere in the cut here. Rotations deep in the south. Gonna cost them a little bit of something here if they do want to see this through. Cartel, 3 eliminations to the good. Very good start for them as well. Looks like Red might be having something to say about this one. Mad Monkey's on the receiving end as well as Bakar, who closed the lid on that one. Akinu trying to keep it proactive. I'm gonna try to lock this in though, but we'll try it out. Get a drop as well. That's a fantastic grenade from Stress. And now Kainu looks like he wants to go for that drop. He wants to go for the finish as well. And Badmantin will be another victim in the long list of chaotic corners getting caught out here by Cartel. They are doing an absolutely fantastic job of tearing Ego apart. Points have been attributed to the team so far. And all eyes will be on Pain to see if they can replicate what they pulled off in the previous game. It is the Persecutors up next. Their own share of the spoils here. Venom trying to find a way through. Does have a spot and a spotlight into the corner as well. Ravage might be getting spotted. Oh wow, what a spray that was! And he does get the drop. And he might go for the second one. Super Nigga low on HP, trying to circle his way through. And what a shot that was from Venom. Absolutely incredible. And a drop. I mean, that could be the opening they're looking for. But ZEUS will crash the party. And that is the danger of playing the splits. I mean, you gotta respect Pain though, you know, once they realize that, yeah, there's a vulnerability in an area, switch it up instantaneously. They're not gonna try to avenge or anything like that. You know, they have a strategy and it's just what it is every single time. Is it possible? Can he get that jump? I don't think he can though. I think this card is just not high enough, right? Okay, yeah, that should work now. Yeah, that should work. A little bit more chaotic than one would, reside, but it does get the job done regardless. Again, more obstacles in the way of this position that they've got themselves in. It could work either way, but excessiveness, and the fortuitousness of the lobby right now. OP SWAT, the only team coming in from the north, uncontested, I might add. They might decide to play out of Everest going down, but could be a play on, the road. Could be what they are looking for to see it through. Take a look at that zone shifts jump. Now would be the time for them to make their moves. Where is Neon Rising? Okay, here they are. Made a rotation all the way to the western side. I'm not sure why. I am not sure why. But it could lead into something good for them though. But it does get a little bit trickier because it is Cartel that is just up ahead. They've already given away their positions here. More pain is going to be knocked away. Yeah, saw that coming a mile away though. Not enough intel. Again, their rotation could have been so smooth from Ferry Pier, because I believe they were in Ferry Pier at some point. I believe, but it looks like Dark and OP SWAT are going to be locking horns, and Dark will be going out into the lobby as well, courtesy of Tinder with the final blow. S12K straight to Abubakar. 4 eliminations will be going their way. Play zone shenanigans though. Cartel looking very comfortable here. Potentially they could be getting up to 10 eliminations. They are currently sitting at 7. Now tactical team also putting their work in. Now we are down to 13 teams. 305 on the receiving end as well. Vendo Baby has been quite proactive with the shots, proactive with the bullets. He's put a lot of things into perspective on his own. Eliminations and angles to cover. Looks like potentially Cartel and TERRORSIX will be locking horns, and it is happening very deep in the southern side. They will try this through stress. Knocked away though. Good major trade. LB gets dropped away as well. The stress has been putting in an amazing shift here. Potential for ZEUS to get picked up is still very much in there. Skills Boy already in the cut. But he sends a couple more shots as well. Top, and they will get the captain. And that's going to be another one biting the dust. 8 eliminations now. Potential for 10. I mean, Cartel, they're absolutely fantastic to watch. They're doing everything right. 8 eliminations to the good. Big opportunity to steal more skis. Creeps in from behind, steals that elimination away. King Tartar, the next one to go down. And TERRORSIX are getting pummeled from all sides. Yaro's trying to get a pick up on his last teammate. It's LB. And there is a chance he might draw the bullets away. Skillsboy is not enough to see it through. And another grenade from ZEUS will close that one down immediately. Yaro spotted. He is going to be run over by Akainu. 10 eliminations for Cartel. Not a single body lost. mean, after Cartel, you know, fell to the guys from Pain in the last game, I wasn't sure what to think. You know, I wasn't really sure what to think. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll be keeping my eyes peeled regardless. It looks like Zeus and Pain will be locking horns. It's been inevitable for the most part. The bullets continue to fly, but now the grenades instead from Venom. And those grenades are looking quite poisonous. Must find a way through though. So Tactical team are trying to keep this under wrap, lock and key. There's a lot of potential here. Gen Z looking for their own way through. Big chance for Kevin. He might be spotted out though, but yeah, by Bando Baby, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Is the vehicle out here though? Did he park in front of? Yeah, he did park right there. So yeah, they're gonna believe that someone is in there. That's for certain. For certain. But it's all part of the charm though that works how it does. More Steez and more Nax, the last two for Neon Rising. Now they've set their sides. It is going to be Cartel. He does send a couple more shots too to make that one look out, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. This is going to be a hard defensive line for Neon Rising. As Cartel will swarm Nax again, gets into the corner, tries to pack it in, but it's not enough. Could get the drop, but it's not the job to make through. Here comes more Steez. Switches weapons, get the drop on Stress, goes for the flush immediately. But Akainu is there to close that out. That was a very solid close quarter response, but it's unfortunately it was not enough. I mean, the first grenade should have given you a hint to get out of dodge, you know, to change your position immediately, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Neon Rising will go out in 11th. So an agile play, an agile way for Ego right now. There is a lot of work to be done on their end. They are currently sitting in a nice spot in the zone. Could put them into a very interesting dynamic. The zone is not favorable to them regardless. They will try this though. They will try to work it out. When on the other hand, they've tried this one to lock through the beautiful from Caledon to Rival. He's not gonna like the taste of that one. He's gonna try again. Persecutors. Gonna like that one at all. Then he's gonna try over to playing from the western front. In trouble on the account of Kevin though. That grenade was lucky taking yet another hit from Ego. Ren is going for it now. They need to deal on this one. Faker peeks out, takes a couple more shots in. He circles back, will be getting dropped off, and the grenade is sent over from Nate. He tries to lock it, but he gets Faker, and Paradox will get out of dodge. They are trying to get into a better position in the zone. Cartel continue to play a swift drop here. Zeus is gonna try to keep this at bay. Cartel continue to keep it up on the front lines. Do have the zone to work with them. They've still got 3 players in here. A lot of sight lines from Skillboy. A lot of shots to deal with it as well. Zeus continuously applying so much pressure. Fabian is the one that gets the drop through. here as the bullet Zeus is going to be knocked away. They're down to just one. Khaled's getting caught out. G-Man sent back into the lobby. Khaled too far out to get picked up. Nate in the shack all by his lonesome. We still have 5 teams in the cut. And the drops. 305 as well, just over to that western side. They're looking very creeped out. They're looking very quiet. But they do not have the play zone. They need to make that advance. They need to make that move relatively very quickly. Ego down to 1. The bullets are flying all over as well. 305. They are aware of Tendo's position, but they don't want to give out their position either. It's a 50-50 chance. Every single angle here, every single position here is equally proactive to set forward. That is going to be the end of Ren. Zeus will make sure of that. 14 eliminations. And Cartel once again have made it into the top 4. Can they do it again? All signs are pointing to the chance that they might. Fox is spotted. He's going to get dropped away as well by Xerox into the corner. Tendo gets swept away. We're down to 3 now. 16 eliminations for Cartel. They're absolutely cooking. Every single position. Things are going to get trickier, but a grenade from Xerox over the top. Logic falls. Trouble right now for Zeus. Their angles through. And Paradox and Fabian will be trying to keep their numbers back up. They still have the highest numbers. They've still got 4. Skillsboy goes for the final push. He goes for the final drop. And that will be the end of that story. 305 will lose another player. They're down to 1 now. Blade spoke too soon. They're down to nothing. They go out in 3rd. We're down to 2. 15 eliminations versus 14 eliminations. Zeus against Cartel. 4 versus 3. They're playing it all the other angles here. They're circling through Xerox now. Trying to crash the party. Faker gets knocked away by Akainu. SWK. But unfortunately, his SWK is no man swept away. Logic, the last one left. Full HP, but he might be getting swept off into the corner. Faker tries to circle back and find his way behind the veil. And another one, Skillsboy with Paradox in the crosshairs. Knocks him clean off. Akainu plays off the right-hand side. Cartel absolutely discombobulating. Will pick apart their remains as Akainu circles back into the corner. Sprays into the corner as well. Logic will crack into the shield. Will get him dropped away. Skillsboy will try again. Seeks into the corner. Might be getting dropped off. He's deep into the corner as well. Tries to circle back. He exposes himself and he will clank to the bait. He falls as well. We'll take the chicken dinner. Pleasurely dominating. They failed it the first time, but they will not fail again. 21 eliminations. And a chicken dinner to follow suit. Cartel in the cut. Zeus in 2nd place with 15. 305 in 3rd place with 1. Ego in 4th place. Ren in 5th place with 4. Gen Z in 6th place with 1. Pain in 7th place with 3. Persecutors in 8th place with 1. And OP SWAT in 9th place with 4. Tactical Team in 10th place with 4 as well. Neon rising in 11th place with 2. V3 in 12th place. TERRORSIX in 13th place with 1. Dark Knights in 14th place with 2, Mad Monkeys in 15th place, and Ecstasy in 16th place with 2 eliminations. Wow. I mean, Cartel, from the first game, we knew that, yeah, these guys, they can cook. But in this second game, now we know that they can't only cook, they can chop. And they're chopping the ops. They're chopping the blocks, but it's 2 games down, 2 more to go. I want to see if they are going to be this consistent throughout this entire final, because this will be like the most diabolical win I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of diabolical wins in the COC Grand Final, but not like this. Off the rip? Off the rip? Well, we're going to see for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. The action continues. Do not touch that. That will be right back for more PUBG Mobile action. So don't touch that dial. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And for those of you on TikTok, don't forget to like as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is that time of the day again. 2 games down, 2 more to go. It is the Clash of Clans season 25, the grand finals, and we just saw Cartel do a double double, right? Okay, no, I don't think they got 20 points in the first game, but they did sure as they got 30 points, 30 plus in the other game. So that's to tell you that yeah, these guys is cooking. But can they keep on cooking though? Because it looks like Gen Z will be on the receiving end of something absolutely incredibly diabolical from the guys from OP Sword. Trying to stay locked in. And they are going to be in Pachinki Pain, the winners from match number 1 with that amazing finish. I mean, that's to tell you that there is some interesting dynamics going on here. And I will be keeping a prize on the party still. Pain, go away, come again another day. Okay, so we are in the midst of the party, and it looks like some action is going on towards that eastern side. It looks like it's Eagle and Persecuters, right? Or no, this is Mad Monkey. They traded out there. Looks like Dark Knights are going to be the ones being very dark here. But Abubakar is 1 HP. Does he have meds? He has meds. You have meds, dog. Like, come on, man. You have meds. Why not? You have a med kit. There's literally a med kit outside. What are you? What goes through your mind? Well, 77 is left to you now. Can he clutch? I don't see him clutching this though. There's too many variables. But I would be impressed regardless. Badmounting from Eagle has been, I believe he has been swept away there in the current of the opposition. Yeah, they better not pull up one by one. That was going to be the worst thing to do. Klaus on the ground floor. Grenade. If he's charging a grenade again, swaps immediately to the AUG. Pops in there. Gen Z against Venom is not something I saw, because ZEUS will get the drop on him. Kevin as well to follow suit. The trade-off with the DP. All eyes on the party here. Are they trying to bait him? Is there someone behind him? Can he be shot from behind? Can he be shot from here? I mean, if I was them, I would bait him into here though, but it looks like ZEUS just pulled up to the mix. Oh, yeah, I knew he was going to get shot out from the window, and it is ZEUS that gets the job done. And it is an unfortunate turn of events there, but looks like Goat will trade off, and ZEUS will lose logic in that engagement. There's a lot of bites dropped in this area. Survive that one from Fake, and that is how you party. 11 teams left. so early, relatively so quickly. Looks like we've got Ren here. Tactical team, are they here? I mean, they were in Yasnaya in the previous game. They look like they're here this time. Yeah, I think they didn't like losing players early. I think that cost them, so they didn't necessarily like that. But Ecstasy, do they have a grip? Do they have a grip on... Do they have a grip on Yasnaya? It doesn't feel like they do with this type of lobby, though. It's been costing them a lot. And Ren, I don't think they even want to commit to this area. As you can see, Nate is making a little bit of a rotation there. I don't think he wants to commit to this area. I think there's no way, right? Yo, wow. On a good day, dropping Nate. But if we be dropping Crusader instead, is again, it costs a little bit too much. It's too expensive. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? It looked like something scratched across the screen. And Ecstasy getting absolutely clapped up. Cheeks in the air and everything. There's Ruda. It's going to be the last one left. I mean, there's bodies. But he doesn't look like he wants to commit to this, though. So, well, he has been spotted. Oh, well, yeah, he has been spotted, so he already knows that that's not going to work for him. Again, I'm not sure what's going on with Ecstasy, man. But it looks like Yasnaya is just not for them in this lobby. Does he survive? I think he might. He does have that survivability plus 100 XXX. Probably gonna last maybe 2 more zones before he gets cooked, but still. Ecstasy. I mean, COC might be just a little bit too much of a competition for them. Beef Stew. Sent back into the lobby as well. And that play zone, I mean, let's take a look. We've got 11 teams already. I mean, the rate at which teams are getting sent back into lobby is alarming. It's very alarming, though. It's very, very alarming, though. Can't lie. It's very alarming. But where do we set our sights on? I mean, Pain in the West. There's a lot of teams in this western area. V3 taking damage? I was not expecting to see that. Where is Neon Rising in all of this, though? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Neon Rising is not here. Did they miss the game? No, they didn't miss the game, right? Wait a minute. I see what's going on. Wait a minute. I see what's going on. I think there's another tournament going on. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. I think there's another tournament going on. I think there's another tournament. There has to be. It's weird. The way they're playing is not like them. I feel that there has to be another tournament going on or something. Yeah, because something is wrong with the way I think there might be another tournament going on. Well, it looks like Neon Rising, yeah, even the way Neon Rising is committing, you know, Sheena's trying to lock this in. Yeah. more chicks goes down as well. I mean, the way they're playing, it's not, it feels kind of off. I think there's another tournament going on. V3 is gonna think about this one long and hard though, but they did get some eliminations and a couple of numbers. In the cut as well, but you know, could be ways for this to work through. All eyes on the prize regardless. V3 have some bodies in the air. Play zone shifts again towards that eastern side. Milta in touch. Persecutors are gonna love this. They're gonna love this. They are absolutely going to love this. They're absolutely I mean, they're doing everything right for the most part. OP SWAT on the other hand, I'm not sure. You know how confident they are, but we could work this out. Where is Cartel? I haven't seen them. They do play off from that western side. Okay, I can see them now. They are making their way because I was expecting to see them in this area, and I was right. They are in the vicinity. Against TERRORSIX, they're trading just to get a little bit of intel, but it was all part of the bait and switch. LB gets knocked away. Yaros behind, couple more shots. Receiving end of that one. They are in the open space here. This is going to cost a lot. Yaros with a beautiful grenade. He sent through. And Tinder can't seem to swipe through. That one will be getting picked up. As Hutch will be circling through. So it's all part of the strategy there. They fall short. They will be sent off into the lobby. And King Tartar hit as well. And that will be the end of the road. OP SWAT coming out on top. Cartel, I'm pretty sure they saw this. They heard this. And it looks like they want to commit. Some interesting sprays though. Very interesting sprays coming through. I can't lie, man. That was crazy. Stress. 9 teams left. 28 players in the car. Rival still gets knocked away. Yeah, he's not getting picked up. I don't man, that was very intermittent spray. It looks like Cartel will now go in for the finish. Stress sprays off the right hand side. They've secured the entire area. Tinder's going off in the 2 versus 1, and the grenade from Hutch will knock Tinder away. The confusion, the chaos, all because of Cartel in the building, and they are driving through. Akainu plays off the left hand side again, trying to circle back. Cartel, they smell blood in the water, and it doesn't look like they will be losing anyone out of here. Grenade just back into the corner, and it will be top. Timber again on beautiful 12K. Terry had no idea. He thought that he was free in Claire, but no. Abibu was there. We'll send him back. Rival, last one left for OP SWAT. Can he take one back into the lobby with him? It doesn't look like he will. Cartel with another absolutely incredible breach. Couldn't do it better. Wow. I mean it doesn't get any better, dog. It does not get any better, bruh. Eliminations. I mean, if they win again, yeah, they won this tournament, bro. If these guys win again, they surely won this tournament. If they win again, they won this tournament. I would be too impressed with the gap they're gonna have on the table. It looks like V3. They might have something here. They might be cooking something here. V3 might be cooking something here. 3 eliminations to the good. Well, Molotov over to the other side there. Fox is gonna be the devil in disguise. I'm gonna find his way through here. Drop. The tire does get the drop on. That would be another elimination notch on their belt. They're up to 5 now. Still down to 8 teams. It is phase 3 of the circle. And 305. They have everything working for them, working in their good, working in their corners. But they have to be very, very sure that this is the route they want to take. The play zone is going to be very unforgiving if it shifts out from this northern side. But half of the zone is in the water, though. And like I said, this guy was always going to survive, man. He was always going to survive at least 2 zones. And I'm not surprised he did exactly that. He gets placement points. Survivability on 100 extra thousand plus. If he had survival ratings, this guy's survival rating would be S tier. And I think he's going for the airdrop. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't he go for the airdrop? Yeah, okay, that's cool and everything, but we're not gonna be looking at this all thing, right? But I personally want to know what's in the airdrop actually. And MG3, oh yeah, he's definitely picking that one for sure, right? I think MG3 and DBS, right? MG3 and DBS, he's gonna pick it up. Nope, he did not pick it up. Okay, so he didn't. Wow, the zone is still in the water though. The play zone is still in the water. Pain have made a rotation. I mean, this is either their game or Cartel's game once again. If they manage not to lose anyone else. But I'm gonna see for myself. It's still down to 8 teams. Still very much down to 8 teams here. There is nigga. And that's gonna be the end of the road for him. He goes up in flames. I mean, Pain are doing everything right here. They're holding every single corner, but Persecutors now have been cut down to 3 now. And more resources will be burned at the stake. You can't seem to find your way through, but Neon Rising in a secondary position here. Trying to circle back as well. More nats. A lot of resources have been fighting down though. They think about it going forward, and I think that will put them into a little bit of a full-out position again. That would open the floodgates here, but 305, their rotation taking a little bit longer than usual, though Persecutors not trying to give away all of their positions. We still have Neon Rising in the cut here. And Faker will be burned away by a Molotov. Skillboy with a drop as well. And now they're up to 6 eliminations. ZEUS might be going for that finish. Weekly is on the ground floor. Very deep in the zone here. They haven't lost any players. I mean, it's looking more and more like their game though. Fabian doesn't make a move, but he's not in the zone. I believe ZEUS heard that, right? Yeah, I think he heard that. He surely heard that. Well, Fabian actually escapes. He actually moved out of the way. Actually found his way through. He's gonna set his sights on them. Oh. That was going to be very problematic for Pain. For Cartel as well. ZEUS almost getting swept away, but he thought about that one long and hard and decided to reposition. Is a lot of interesting corners being packed in here, but I do see the threat, the major threat coming through. Pain wants this, they want to take this on, but ZEUS already knows he has to get the job done. But he actually exposes himself to a chaotic position. A3 gets a drop on him, and that is an unfortunate scenario there, but here comes Stress to close the gap as well. But that was very, very dangerous there. Preyboy from Persecutors will take what is given. And no quarter as well. Amo plays off behind him as well. A little bit towards the corner as well. But let's not forget, this guy is still very much in it here. He's still very much alive. And he could be a major threat. I'm not sure Persecutors are aware of him though. I don't think they are aware. I don't think they know that he's right here. But is there a way for him to make it up though? That is the question. Is there a way? Neon Rising also in the western side. Shino gets knocked away though. Will be sent back into the lobby by Skills Boy. Cartel once again not taking their foot off the gas. 7 eliminations. They're just coming off a 21 elimination game. And they might just be going for a back-to-back chicken dinner, but only pain could stop them. Only pain can make them feel pain. Pain has been the only team to stop them today. Can they do it again? 305 arriving a little bit later than they would have liked. And they are getting absolutely pummeled. The smokes continue to shield the vision. Beautiful use of the smoke grenades there from Cartel. Stress. Moving out in the smokes as well, utilizing every single position perfectly. 305 yet to secure any elimination. This is exactly how they finished, I believe, in the other game. Securing the eliminations, but the bullets continue to fly off as well. And that last man from Ecstasy, he has made his way all the way in here, and he hasn't given a quarter. He hasn't been spotted. And he could be doing something absolutely diabolical here. But he does pop a smoke over to the right-hand side. Ooh. Well, they have seen the smokes. He gets the drop. He sends him back into the lobby. Now all eyes will be on him. I mean, that one was always gonna hurt. And he's gonna think about this one as he makes his move. Warnax hasn't set his sights over to that right hand side, because now would be the time, though. He sets that one aside, but he is in the play zone. Skills Boy gets the final drop on Blade and Devil, and Stress with the finish. 305 go out in 7th. And now they're down to 6 teams. Cartel, have they started to make a move? Yes, they have. And I believe that it's Warnax that they've spotted. They might be deciding that now is the time they want to deal with this, but they have to deal with the Persecutors as well. There's a lot of bodies in the area. Now would be the time for them to turn things around. Skills Boy over to the right-hand side, but they have to be very careful as well. Falcon with another drop. Over to that northern side, another open space, another open position. He tries again. Warnax will be sent away. 10 eliminations for the Cartel. And Pain in the receiving end as well. Pain losing out. Borny now getting caught out. Ravage with a final blow, with a final hit. Somehow, Ruda gets into the top 3 for Ecstasy, and it potentially will get into the top 2 as well. Cartel, if they can close this one out. Grenades flying all over, and he's very, very singed in. A little bit of a corner pocket of space here, but he has found himself inside of the top 2. It's all left to him. He has actually made it through survival level XXX triple X plus. And I said it, this guy was going to survive at least two zones, but he made it all the way to the final circle. You got to respect his abilities as he finishes top 2 for Ecstasy. And I believe he's going to tank it to the blue zone, but Cartel with a back-to-back chicken dinner. Unstoppable performance from Cartel. They've done everything right for the 2nd time in a row. They have heard him though. I think they have, but I don't think they are sure. Oh, he hops into his vehicle. Oh, that was beautiful to watch. That was absolutely beautiful to watch. I mean, if you got the first knock, it would have been something crazy. It would have been something crazy, but that was absolutely incredible from Ruda. And he sees Ecstasy into the top 2, but let's not forget Cartel with his back-to-back chicken dinner. 13 eliminations. And Ecstasy in 2nd place with 1. Persecutors in 3rd place with 5. Pain in 4th with 6. V3 in 5th with 7. Neon Rising in 6th. 305 in 7th. ZEUS in 8th with 7 as well. OP SWAT in 9th with 5. TERRORSIX in 10th. Ren in 11th with 7. Mad Monkeys in 12th with 4. Gen Z in 13th with 2, Dark Nice in 14th with 3, Tactical Team in 15th, and Ego in 16th. All eyes on Cartel, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes on Cartel. They have done everything and more. Back-to-back chicken dinners, back-to-back-to-back top 2 finishes. Not top 3, top 2. That is, in the past 3 games, they have been either first or second. Not even third. Now, this is a performance worthy of the history books. This might be the best Clatter of Clans performance on a first day, on a day 1 that I have ever seen. Is this going to be the case till the end of the game? I mean, if they don't win, this might be the biggest battle of COC that I've ever seen as well. So all eyes on the prize, ladies and gentlemen. Do not touch that down. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is the Clash of Clans Grand Finals. 3 games down, 1 more to go. Stay locked in, and we'll be right back after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the party. It is the Clash of Clans Season 25, the grand final. 3 games down, and we are now in the last game of the night. Cartel have been giving us vibes on vibes on vibes. Can they do it for the 4th time? Again, this has been an absolutely incredible performance from Cartel. 3 games down. In the first game, they were second place. A very, 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 very thin line between getting that chicken dinner. But then in game number 2, they did get a chicken dinner with 21 eliminations. And in game number 3, they did the exact same thing. Couple less eliminations, but still another chicken dinner. Now, that tells you that these guys did not come to play. They came to win. And that is what we are here to witness. Ladies and gentlemen, Clash of Clans Season 25. It is the grand final. And do not touch that dial. We are live. We are active. And we are here to give you guys the vibe of the vibe of the vibe. Big game, big names. And nobody is going to be stopping tonight. Let's take a look at that play zone. The playing path, very inconspicuous if you ask me. But we've seen what these teams can do, though. We've seen how capable they are, right? Right? It looks like Neon Rising are going to be the ones under the beck and call here of Pain. And it's a 4 versus 4, full squad versus full squad. Crusader taking a hit from OP SWAT. Did not expect that to be happening. Looks like he got caught out in the open. His teammates nowhere to be found. That is going to be the end of the road for him. Once again, Ecstasy getting tapped up. So this man, his performance from the previous game shows you exactly what you need to know. Levels, absolute levels in the turnout, in the dugout. But we're going to see if there's going to be more of the same coming into this game. More stees, more cuts in the game still. Angles that we've seen so far. A lot of questions left to be desired from Neon Rising. But hopefully those questions will be answered in this last game, because I do know for one they are very solid. Very, very solid in Miramar. Yeah, but not enough intel. Yeah. No, that didn't look like there was a plan. Ooh. But that's a good shot still. Now it's a matter of, do you want to come for the pickup? Is that what you want to do? Yes, that is what I want to do. But he's going to get the rest before you pull up. Ooh, he doesn't get a drop on him as well. He misses out his 1 HP. And he also goes down. Neon Rising absolutely getting... I mean, going for the pickup there. If you do want to do pickups in positions like that, I mean, smokes would be ideal, but I don't know. I don't think he had smokes, but smokes would have been ideal. Smoke somewhere else, heal up somewhere else, that kind of thing. But, you know, happened relatively very quickly. But again, would have applied a lot of pressure onto that player that was Monarch's trying to signal and find a way to turn this around. Okay. Gets the drop on Bonnie as well, but it's too unfortunate. They're too spread out. He gets the drop on him as well, and he is going for it. He's going for the push. The 2 versus 1, the 3 versus 1. The hillside position. Tries to go for the cross. The second drop, but nope. He will not succeed against the M249. And Neon Rising again collapse under the weight of the pressure. They will go out first. We'll go back into the lobby. And once they came, it looks like a 305. Wants a piece of the action as well. I think they will be catching off to more teams are trying to make their earlier rotations. It will be cost effective. They will think twice about it still. Falcon over and under. Well, I did expect a little bit of a trade-off here, but it looks like Cartel have other plans. All eyes will be on them. But Pain have started pretty nicely. You know, they do tend to perform. Yeah. He's not making it out of here, bruh. He's not making it out of here. Nah, he's not making it out for sure. Wow, I'm impressed he made it out. I am beyond impressed. Well, he's fortunate that these guys were using UMP, so he's quite fortunate. Because Akainu was in a better spot to drop the ball. But looks like that just wasn't going to be the case. Oh, Xerox actually gets the drop on him. And also sends him back into the lobby. Again, this is what we talk about, occupying regions of space. And it works in their favor. V3 have no idea what hit them. So I wasn't expecting them to survive, owing to the fact that there was a lot of space here. Yeah, Mini 14. Yeah, you're fried. Yeah, you're cooked, dog. Yeah, you were fried, dog. Yeah, man, you were fried, bruh. Totally forgot about Xerox behind him. Gets instantaneously clapped. And Tyre's gonna be the last one left for V3. Yeah, Cartel are just different, guy, bruh. They are just absolutely different. I mean, although V3 is more of an awareness problem for them, but because they were very, very unaware there, turned his back. I'm pretty sure he saw those two vehicles, and he turned his back once the other one drove through. Instantly gets punished. It's all still part of the game though. Pain in a much more central position. Ecstasy as well, just holding down in water treatment. And I think they got Eager right in front of them. Badman Tin. Yeah, this guy has the coolest name though, can't lie. Badman Tin, yeah, that's the coolest name for sure. Ecstasy surrounding the premises. It's a 3 versus 3. This could be something that puts them in just over the clutch factor, but looks like Danny Brown will be taking the initiative to crash the party. And he does look like he has committed to this. See the offensive coming through from Ecstasy. Yaros does get the drop on Fox. 305 lose out yet again, relatively very early. It's not the way they envision to play all of the games today here, but a good grenade from Danny Brown could set things in motion for them. Oh, that's a solid grenade, just into the corner. It's not enough. It doesn't get the job done either, but they do have a plan here. Can they execute it though? Reaper's in the corner. Danny Brown with his sideline. Can he try again? Is he that close to the window? Oh, yes he is. But he's not in the window he thought, but he has been... The intel has flown through though. So Danny Brown should be aware of where he's gonna toss his grenade now. These two pops a couple shots there, but he's not aware that there's ops to his right hand side. Has to be careful though in the split. He knows that Tendo is over there though. He's gonna try it again. Could be spotted. Pops one over the top. Doesn't connect. We'll try again. Launches a second grenade. It's not looking like the way he envisioned it to look. Ego not making too many moves, not causing too much drama. It looks like they want to hold out in here, so not giving away their actual positions. Oh, they do have one player that has to compromise all of the doors. It looks like tactical team will be setting their sights on Pain. They will be trading off one for the other. Here they come again. Stone off in the corner. They're trying to close that one as well. Bendo Baby now trying to turn this on his side. Venom in trouble. Tries again, but he gets the drop on him, and that is the danger of getting swept off and playing in a split. Amo, the last one left for Pain. Already been spotted, no element of surprise. He goes out. A tactical team. Pain will not see the final stage of this last game. They go out in 12th. And they have increased the chances of Cartel getting themselves yet another chicken dinner. Single position that we've got, but we have seen the major potential here for tactical team. They have been very, very proactive. For Badman Tin, he has taken some damage and he is on a one vest. Not a lot of utilities left for him as well, but looks like Xerox now will be setting their sights to the guys from Black Knight. 77 has been dispatched. He's back into the lobby. Okay, now looking for a way through. 4 eliminations for Cartel. This is exactly how they start. Oh, that was very, very close. Rizzo almost getting swept away. Was that an MK14 I heard? Well, it's not MK14, it was a Scar L actually, but Cartel again looking for a way through. Tendo gets the drop, and Ecstasy will lose out. Danny Brown goes out to Badman Tin. Gets the drop on Reaper. And these two also getting dropped away by Badman Tin. Ruda gets the drop on Badman Tin on as well. Interesting trade-off here. Oh! Almost getting swept away. And Stress is going to be a victim of circumstances. He will drop him off. sends it back into the lobby with the quickness as well. Into the corner, 1 HP is that grenade if it launches again. And Sue has done an amazing job to fend off Cartel for the moment as well. But that grenade, the second one from Skillboy, will shut it down. Abubakar plays off behind. Beautiful grenade from Abubakar again. Gets the drop. Cartel almost be losing out here. Rizzo and Abubakar working hand in hand to finally tame the beast that is Cartel. Rizzo again switches to the DBS, feigns to the left hand side, but he's exposed. Skillsboy will drop him as well. Another one bites the dust. Abubakar, the last one left for Dark Knights. Can he race Sue? Can he hold him off? No, he can't. Switches over. Molotov cocktail into the corner, and he burns away. And it's a 1v1. Akenu, the last one left. Another grenade to bump through the corners as well. He will try again. Not enough. Feints over. Pauses through. Switches. Tries again. Jump shot to the left-hand side. Doesn't connect. Abubakar for Dark Knights. Can he rise this time? And put Cartel back in the lobby. Beautiful grenade. But it's too shy out. Akenu makes the move. Switches over to the other side. And he does get the clutch. Single-handedly, Abubakar for Dark Knights will put Cartel, will stop their tyranny. It gives them a chance to make something out of this engagement. And it looks like Ecstasy still lose out once again to the guys from Eagle. Again, I know these guys were camping, man. They were ready to box you in. They were ready to box you in. If you weren't using grenades, you weren't getting any upper hand on a couple of guys that were strategically, you know, waiting inside the compound to box you in, man. You're always gonna lose someone, especially when you're playing as 3. You know, grenades would be your best bets. They wasted all of their grenades. You know, so I saw Ecstasy wasting a lot of grenades. Danny Brown wasting grenades. I think Beef Stew was also wasting grenades, burning through grenades. You know, the first grenade doesn't connect. You don't have intel. You know, you gotta reposition. And these guys were in a split too, so that's what made it even more diabolical. So, but that is the end of the road for them today, though. I would like to see if they come back tomorrow, fresh, energized. But we will see. We are down to 9 teams, 22 bodies in the cut. Who will get the job done? Who will get the job done? Play zone in El Azahar. I mean, tactical team. This should be theirs, though. This should be theirs. I mean, it's a different map, different energy. Should be theirs. Without a doubt, this should be theirs. Should be their game. I'm still surprised Tendo, you know, Tendo is like all the way out there. But, you know, I mean, I think I did see TERRORSIX turn up in a Miramar game. I think I saw something I like that, right? I wasn't tweaking. I wasn't tweaking when I saw that, right? Yeah, I wasn't tweaking when I saw that. But, I was not... LB, I was not familiar with your game. Did he do a 4-piece? I think he did a 4-piece, dog. I think he did a 4-piece, right? And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. This emulator is cooked. Playzone has shifted quite nicely towards that northern side. Nintendo is gonna be the one to enjoy it though. Abubakar as well. These solo guys. Still down to 9 teams though. 21 players in the cut. And tactical team already making their own advance, trying to circle back. Looks like it's Super. And Ravage as well to follow suit. 6 eliminations now for tactical team as expected though. They're doing exactly what I would expect. They're doing exactly what I thought they would do though. They're doing exactly what I thought they would do, if I'm being honest. Looking very proactive there. Yaros will not advance any further. He will be stopped in his tracks. Tactical team now setting their sight on. Think about that one as he as well, setting their own sights onto the Mad Monkeys towards that southwestern side. And Abubakar for Dark Knights just keeping things level here. Nate tries to stay locked in. Grenade just over the top. Oh, wow. The second grenade is going to be the game changer. Ooh. Well. He was spotted out. He gets dropped away. Thorfinn also going to get dropped away. Tactical team, for the first time, they are in some major trouble. Thorfinn will not be getting picked up. He goes back into the lobby. Gen Z have something to say about this one. They are cooking. Mad Monkeys as well, looking for a way through. And they are looking for a way from. We'll keep the proactiveness as well. Bendo Baby staying locked in regardless. Tactical team on the front lines. We'll send that one back. Zaki, the victim. Thomas, spotted by error. Trades him off. Gets him knocked away as well. Tactical team doing everything right here. But can they keep it up? Kevin continues to pop through the smokes and the utilities. Doesn't look like he will be picking up Thomas, that's for certain. He will be holding off his lines here. Stone just outside. Grenades, Molotovs, all the utilities flying out. Tactical team up to 10 eliminations. And they're loving it right now. They've done everything that they need. All they have to do is a chicken dinner. Started Kevin deep in the smoke. He's been trying to escape the bullets, but no. He goes out as well. We're down to 5 now. Tire from V3. We saw his team get absolutely manhandled. I believe it was by Cartel, right? But it looks like nothing came out of that one. Tendo had the idea, but the execution was lacking. Grenade will be tossed over to the other side as well. But not enough to deter the movement coming through. Splits into the corner. Klaus gets knocked away. For Mad Monkeys could be in some major trouble here. Again, full damage in this game. Has it changed? Is it something else? We'll try. Klaus, unfortunate, will not be getting picked up. And Mad Monkeys will be going out in 5th. Tactical team inching closer and closer to that chicken dinner. Reducing the distance between it and themselves. G-Man making the advance. Khaled and Nate circle through and find a better spot for themselves. Nate gets knocked away immediately by error. But Khaled is spotted as well to follow suit. It's G-Man, the last one left for Ren. Nate will be getting picked up just in the nick of time. Stone makes the advance. They know that now's the time to get this done. Error will be getting picked up. 12 eliminations and the potential for so much more. Tendo on the other side for Ego. He's done it. He's done absolutely incredible to keep his team all the way into the top 3. Can he drag them across the line? pickups. What's in the box? What's in the box? P90. Oh, he goes for the P90. Is it P90, right? He is trying to make that rotation into the box area. He has spotted him, but he has also been spotted himself, so no elements of surprise there. G-Man's gonna pop right through into the corner. It's the last game of the night. Someone has to finish this on a high. None of these teams have had the best day so far. Only Cartel and Pain have been putting the screws to them. Now is your chance to deliver their polling units. Red pops through. Tactical team trading off again. Nintendo has been spotted. It could be a major violation if he's spotted out there. Bendo Baby spotted. Could be getting dropped off. Tendo makes the advance. Rotates a little bit towards the western side. He might be getting dropped off by Stone. This could be the problem here. He fakes over to the other side, but that was a bad call. And these two fall out to the zone, and that is the danger. They will trade off to the other one. And he's 1 HP, surely now. Tactical team, they could do it, but Bendo Baby is going to be knocked away. But the pickup's already coming through. Nate over to the other side. Oh, what a grenade from Nate. Ren will turn it over to the other side now. 2 versus 1, potentially. Error has been knocked away. Bendo Baby is swept back into the lobbies, all left to Stone, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Too many angles covered, not enough angles to deal with. Ren did not make that same mistake. They put all their lines, they backed every single position and committed the bodies to that area. Stone by his lonesome, and he's forced out of the zone. Tactical team, not too tactical there, and this could be the game changer. Everything looked so good for them, but now the play zone is not favorable. The angles are not favorable. Ren know they have the upper hand. They know they have the advantage. They are making the plays in the corner. They have found his position. They have found his angle. But he has to crash into G-Man if he wants to do something about this. That would be the only play. Crashing into G-Man. Just a couple more shots, and that will be the end of the road. Ren will take the chicken dinner. Tactical team falling short. 8 eliminations, well deserved. Tactical team in second place with 14. Ego in third with 3. V3 in fourth. Mad Monkeys in fifth. Genz in sixth with 3. Dark Knights in seventh with 4. TERRORSIX in 8th with 4. Persecuters in 9th. Cartel in 10th with 6. Ecstasy in 11th with 2. Pain in 12th with 8. 305 in 13 with 2. OP SWAT in 14. Neon Rising in 15. Wow. Big game. Very big game that we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. But we have come to the end of the show, and I was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Cartel, Pain, Ren, tactical team. I mean, a lot of dynamics in the zone. I think a lot of teams haven't quite understood. They haven't locked in yet. They've not understood what's going on here, because the way Cartel was playing, it's like they knew, what exactly this lobby was capable of providing them. But it's not over just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues tomorrow, same time, so do not touch that dial. We'll be right back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's the Clatter of Clans, brought to you by Unsullied Army. Dataup. I'm rocking the merch. If you don't have your Unsullied Armies merch, make sure you head over to Unsullied Army. Follow them on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. And I think they got a Discord. Just lock in. So you're gonna get yourself one of these. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie, it's lit. It's fire. It's fire, bro. It's fire, bro. It's fire, bro. But peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was absolutely fun. Tomorrow, more energy, more vibes. We'll see you in the next one. So stay tuned. Peace. Love.